So do you need that? Do you find you need the liquid courage to get into the mood? Or
Oh, at the beginning, because I sucked. I'd never done karaoke, never sang for anybody.
I mean, no disrespect to T Swift. She's definitely a big hitter.
Because like there's practices where you want to do a new song, and I'm like, damn, I'm not prepared to do this new song.
I just like make him learn something on the spot.
I'm like, all right.
I'm sure you can figure it out. We're just gonna do it.
Fake that.
No,
jump.
you don't have to actually shoot somebody.
No, I'm wondering, have you ever?
But you don't have to shoot somebody, but you got to get tased for some reason. Can you fake a tase?
No. Oh no, I got tased outside of work.
That was personal.
Yeah. All right. Welcome back to Live from Langley BC, the #1 podcast in Langley, where we talk to local residents and business owners, in this case, country singers, country artists, about Langley and Lower Mainland and all that jazz. So today we have Whiskey Blind, and I'm Dan, local realtor. So for anybody who doesn't know you, why don't you give them a quick little rundown?
Well, name's Ben Ferguson. This is RJ. We've known each other since me kicking his ass in football back in the day. And I don't know, we ran into each other. He started playing guitar. He told me I could sing and started making songs during COVID. So
He told you could sing.
I was drunk.
You didn't even know.
No, I had no idea. I was drunk at Nick's house, who plays bass for us. And then I was just like, it was like very start of COVID. And then I knew a couple cowboy chords and all that. And then,
I barely knew guitar.
Yeah, he barely knew guitar. Anyways, I started singing. Him and Nick go, "Oh, you could sing a little bit." And I was like, yeah, right. Anyways, over the course of like 6 more months, I played for the odd person. Oh, yeah,
couple
you're good.
beers.
And then, I kind of just took off from there. There wasn't much to do at nighttime, so he'd come over, we'd have some beers, and.
So do you need that? Do you find you need the liquid courage to get into the mood? Or
At the beginning, because I sucked. I'd never done karaoke, never sang for anybody. And then, but no, now it's whatever. But at the beginning, it was a very weird thing for me. I'd never thought I'd sing in front of people.
We definitely tossed ourselves out there early too. Like our first show at 𝐏𝐸𝐴. We were definitely
the 𝐏𝐸𝐴's in Clayton. Or?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. We went out there and we were definitely not ready to go be a performing act.
Yeah, but it turned out good. Yeah, Dan, Danny. He had us out for our first acoustic show there, and it went really well.
And then you just killed it. Like,
sink or swim, baby.
Yeah, I think our next show was the Dublin. Quickly, it was like, oh yeah, come over here, and they saw us, I guess, and I don't know, kind of snowballs from there.
Yeah. Well, you got in with the right community, obviously, right off the hop, like restaurant owners, right?
Yeah.
Or breweries or pubs, like seems to be the gateway.
Yeah.
Right. So, and now your last show, I guess you played at the Warriors, or was that a little while back?
It was our last.
It was a couple shows ago,
right?
But
yeah, that was a big one. Karen really helped us out with that, and since then we've had a lot more entertainment companies and bigger shows reaching out to us. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, and lots to come. And it's funny. So going back to the singing part, first time I heard one of your songs, because we've known each other for a little while, right? Like parties and stuff like that. Sure, and then all of a sudden, I thought the hook, the actual singing part, I thought that was you, because I hadn't heard you sing before. But I'm like, there's no way that's Ben. What? And it's straight out of just like a country music song. Like, it's insane. I was like, your voice got so deep. I was like, damn. Yeah. It's like the what's that song? Lock them doors and turn the lights out.
Oh yeah, Josh Turner.
Yeah. You could pull one of those off.
Yeah, I can go pretty low, I guess. Yeah.
You gotta lock them doors.
Yeah.
So first I need to open this because I've been looking at it and I want to talk about it. So you guys are already into it. Steel Toe Lager from Dead Frog Brewing. I don't know. You guys like it?
It's good. I'm almost halfway through mine already.
We were gonna go the whole Canadian.
Is it a race for
There's
the
another one. We should have shotgunned them. I was gonna bring the Molson out here, but I was like, I don't want to break that rule yet.
No, it's a good beer.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep.
Yeah. Still kind of
It doesn't really
lager-ish.
give that full craft vibe.
Well,
No.
We'll bring a bottle next time.
Yeah, it's a bit early. So if you're watching this, if you're watching this, it's 10 a.m. Saturday. It's a good way to start the Saturday, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? Get things rolling. But yeah, we'll definitely get into the whiskey blind. So talking about whiskey, what is that? What got you that name? What got you thinking about that name?
Well, me and him started this, and then I don't know. I've always been a big Brooks and Dunn fan, I guess. So our original band name was Begg and Ferg. So he's last RJ Begg and Ben Ferguson. Anyways, yeah, we kept that going for like a year and a half probably. But yeah, a lot of people like that's kind of a weird name, and it kind of it sounds kind of weird.
We had that sit down night.
Yeah,
I was thinking the duck blind.
Yeah,
and like where you're hunting, and then.
Yeah, we were like, we need a new name, and then something a little more catchy, I guess. And then and then we 3 more guys joined the band too at the time. So, Begg and Ferg sounds kind of weird and lame and stupid, but yeah, we're thinking hunting, and then I guess we're kind of thinking beer goggles or something. I thought of whiskey, and then he brought up the blind part. So I was thinking whiskey throttle or something.
I was thinking that song, The Duck Blind, before, and then whiskey blind.
I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of just.
It definitely has a ring to it. It's funny. I thought, I was like, oh, I bet Ben came up with the whiskey because when he gets into that, I remember back in the day, he's going downtown and where's Ben?
What was the other option? Benny and the Road Killers?
Fergie and the Roadkill. Yeah,
Fergie and the Roadkill.
Hilarious. That's funny.
No, I'm happy with the names.
So, like, totally spur of the moment, you guys got into this thing, and I mean. Like, did you think you were ever going to get into anything like this before? Like, was it ever like a goal in your mind?
Our goal was Gabby's.
So once we found out we could kind of do this, it was like, oh, maybe in 6 months if Gabby's is open again. But obviously, R.I.P. that never happened. Well,
yeah. We've talked about Gabby's a number of times on here.
Yeah.
And now though, you got into the new Gabby's, I guess we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
At Rusty's Pub. So that's coming up. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we'll be there Saturday, which is that 24th? Yeah, it's the 24th.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. That's I've gone there a couple nights, check out the other bands, and it's fun. It's packed inside.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. I don't know what else to say.
Why Gabby's though? What was the end goal?
Because it was Roosters, really.
Mine was Gabby's. That's just where we spent all of our weekends.
Yeah.
Or
we weren't even hanging out. We just see each other
time.
every weekend there.
Yeah, that sounds like Gabby's.
Yeah,
it's literally like a high school reunion every time we go there.
Yeah.
Rooster.
Yeah, I didn't think
Roosters was my thing, and then Rooster shut down. Gabby's had to take off. Like there's no other place to go.
What were they going to turn Roosters into? They were going to turn it into
JRG bought it.
Yeah,
I think they were going to keep it as Roosters, but they never did nothing.
Yeah, no, it didn't turn out too well, did it for them?
They still own it.
They do.
They still own it.
Interesting.
And
well, I mean, a place like this, I think, needs something like a strictly country, because that's how I grew up here too. Gabby's and Roosters, and then I don't know, like I went to the Henry, which is Cloverdale, which just got that vibe, but it's like they don't play country.
Yeah,
they tried doing like a little country thing, but it didn't.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
don't think it took off.
It was a weird time though, wasn't that around COVID almost?
Yeah, it's kind of getting out towards the tail end, I guess. But yeah, they tried doing country nights, and I don't know. It's not the best layout. Like, there's no place for a band, really, I guess.
Right.
So.
Well, even like Oak and Thorn was Sharks Club before.
Yeah.
Right? And like, remember when Oak and Thorn was across the street?
Oh, that past place
at the Italian where it is now.
Yeah,
I can't even. I remember it, but I can't visual. Well, Oak and Thorn back then wasn't really like what it is now.
Exactly,
it's like a bar.
Exactly, but like
restaurant.
They used to have board games and everything going on in there, and I think their liquor license went till 10, and it was like.
I've been there recently. Just stumbled into Oak and Thorn, and yeah, we were there like 8 or 9. It was dead, and then.
It just took
10,
off,
11. I'm like ready to go home because I'm like, I don't stay up that late anymore unless it's like, I don't know, something special. And it's 11 o'clock and it just line up. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, where'd this come from?
The place gets busy late.
It's the only place in Langley other than now Rusty's that you can go, like club wise.
Yeah, exactly. You can't go nowhere.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's a trek. That's a trek. Before the move was, you either go at start of the casino or end the casino, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you like if you started there, you're going to Oak or you're going to Gabby's, or if you start at Oak and Gabby's, you end up at the casino. So it's either one of those.
And other than the casino, I think that's the only place you can drink till 2 out there.
Oh yeah,
like they're trying to cut that out a bit.
You literally go there, everything else is shut down, and you just continue drinking for no reason.
Yeah.
You're just like,
well, that's the worst part. You get out of Gabby's and you run down to the casino, and then but you can't even buy booze at the casino.
Well, no, Gabby's was open until 2.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You leave Gabby's at 2.
Right.
And then you go to the casino and you can't. Down. Yeah, but you don't even sell booze ananymore. They close at 2 too.
They shut it down. Yeah. Have you ever been to like Andreas or anything after Gabby's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was always. That's like the one place where not a lot of people talk about it, but when you get out of there, you're like, I don't know if my stomach hurts from Gabby's or.
They got great drunk pizza.
Yeah, so good. Tons of food there. So now that you're in the game, what do you think like inspires you? Like, what's your ultimate goal? Because obviously Gabby's is gone.
Yeah. Well, that was my goal before because I don't know, I got a pretty good job and all that. And I was doing good, but I don't know. I've really come to like doing this. So I don't know. I'd like to get a record deal and start playing bigger shows and kind of traveling around and seeing what can come out of it. Because this is all kind of just became an accident and it's starting to do pretty good. So I don't know. I work in the entertainment industry, and if I can kind of keep this side going too, then I think it'd be a good pairing.
Yeah. It works out pretty well. So, why don't you just open up a Gabby's?
Country bar? I don't think I could run a country bar now.
Fergie's Tavern.
I'd be if I make enough money someday, I'll open my own thing and have other people running it for me. But
you just play it every night.
Oh no,
just like
we've talked about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's. Yeah, the food.
I've definitely thought
the food and bar industry is kind of a hard thing to start
for
right
sure,
now. I feel
man.
like
they're struggling.
Yeah,
they're struggling. They have to do stuff like give out free Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh yeah,
that was insane. I was
doing that, right?
Yeah, I was there the night before.
I drove by with my girlfriend. Yeah,
I saw it on Facebook.
That was the same weekend Rusty's opened, right? And so that was the night we went to Oak because we were going to go to Rusty's after a birthday dinner, and a buddy sends me a snap of the lineup at Rusty's in the rain, and I'm like, oh, no way I'm going to wait in that. Like, we're not getting in. And then someone else sends me a snap of the Clayton with a lineup to the parking lot, and also, but it was all like Taylor Swift, girly. So I was like, I don't know if I want to be in that crowd,
Yeah,
so,
but you kind of do.
What they blasting Taylor? I mean, no disrespect to T Swift. She's definitely a big hitter.
Yeah.
Everyone's just going nuts about her. I don't care about what's going on with her and like the football, but hey, her music slaps. Not gonna lie.
I used to play football in the locker room in high school, and I'd roll into the locker room and we'd be cranking Taylor Swift.
Just blasted some T Swift. There's nothing like singing along to T Swift with the boys,
Still feeling 22.
Yeah, there exactly every weekend. You said you were having some labels reaching out to you now, or not labels, just like venues, right?
Just different entertainment. Well, yeah, just different entertainment groups to set us up for bigger shows and all that. And then we're going to be recording more songs too and releasing a new single.
Yeah, your songs.
Hopefully soon.
That's a banger.
Yeah, the newest one.
Was that your first?
Casey?
Yeah.
No, well, we have older ones from before, which were when we were very new to like our first song. I think I'd been singing for like 3 months. But yeah, over the years we've gotten a lot better. And yeah, this Casey with Anthony Fiddler's our producer, and I don't know, came out pretty good, did pretty good. So
yeah, and it's still like rocking, right? You're seeing like the numbers go up.
Yeah, the numbers went up pretty good, and I don't know. There's a lot to learn with that. There's different like people that can kind of sponsor you to like get you out there because there's like tens of thousands of new songs every week get released to Spotify. So you got to kind of like it's different promoting groups and stuff that can kind of get your music out there, which help out a lot. So
I always wondered about using a brand name in a song like you did. And
𝐏𝐡𝐨𝐧𝐞,
yeah, because I always wondered how.
Thanks for picking up on that. Most people think we're thinking.
Oh,
most people think we're singing about Kansas City.
No, it's literally talking about trucks and 𝐏𝐡𝐨𝐧𝐞.
Yeah.
So like, you could use that essentially, or they could have paid you to make a song about their lights. I don't know.
We tagged them in it, but got no reply. So
I tagged them whenever I shared it. I'd always tag them in it too. See if they at least throw it up on their like story or something.
Yeah, it's like a shot in the dark. A lot of singers are sponsored by Coors Banquet or this kind of whiskey or that kind of whiskey. So yeah, if any whiskey companies out there.
Yeah, Whiskey Blind.
We'll write a song about you.
Yeah, we'll write a song.
What's a good whiskey song?
What's a
I'm
good
really
whiskey
bad with.
song?
I'm really bad with like song names, but I if it comes on, I'm singing.
I just went to John Party on Thursday, and he has this song where Jack's way up on the shelf, while I'm on the floor.
That works.
It's called Me and Jack.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's right in the name as well.
Yeah.
What is that?
There's a million songs about whiskey.
I know
beer.
whiskey songs kind of tend to turn a
your
bit emotional too sometimes.
Your favorite would be Whiskey Girl.
Whiskey Girl, Toby Keith, R.I.P. Yeah, that sucks.
Wait a second.
Toby Keith died last week.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that sucks. He was like one of the big guys I listened to growing
Huge.
up. Yeah. He died of cancer, stomach cancer.
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw I saw something about.
He's been fighting it for like a couple of years, and then he started playing shows, and I kind of thought he was like good to go again, but I guess he didn't tell anyone it came back and
dude, that's
got him.
sad. But yeah,
62 or something.
His songs always bring me back to just like 2010, like late high school years.
Yeah.
Like going to the grad camping years, and then right out of high school. Good times. That's why I like country, because for me, the new country is a little bit different. There's definitely good songs out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tennessee Whiskey's a banger, right?
Yeah.
It's a songs by I don't even know what
Stapleton.
Yeah, but then there's that other guy who's just killing it right now. Like I said, I'm terrible with names.
Zach Bryan or something like that.
Is he even country?
Yeah, I know.
Is that
he's like folky?
No. Yeah.
But he's more country than most of the guys,
country?
but
yeah,
I'd say he's more country than most of the people on radio.
Okay. If you compare to like mainstream country where it's like almost like pop, then yeah, you're right.
He's more country than Morgan Wallen, but I like Morgan Wallen's songs more.
That's what I was trying to get to. It's like he has a couple good songs, but people are going nuts.
Yeah,
because I feel like he's like that middle ground. And I think the same like Florida Georgia line was, right, where it was like very very poppy.
Yeah, it's called bro country.
Yeah. That's what Fiddler told us.
Yeah, I know.
It's bro country.
Yeah, FGL was sweet back in the day.
No, I still
that one album was
still crazy.
The first two albums were good, and then I think they went down.
The album with Cruise on it was probably the biggest banger album.
Cruise, oh my god. Yeah, like I said, high school days. It's just like, just remember skipping class or like getting out in the summer, and you're not really working yet, so you got whatever you can do, whatever you want. Oh, good song, good tunes. So where would you guys ideally be wanting to play next, so we can throw out a shout out to somebody?
Probably just the bigger festivals this summer, either
Sunfest
or. I don't know. It sucks that Rock and River's gone. Like I really wanted to play there because I went there every year. But I think there's new ones coming up.
What happened with Rock and River?
Oh, I don't know the in-depth stuff, but they basically just shut it down indefinitely, right? So I'm not too sure.
Apparently, they just weren't bringing in enough money, but I thought they were paying the artist too much. But that's what
when you hear about how much Tim McGraw was getting,
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Yeah, it's a lot of planning for that kind of thing. So I don't know. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? I would love to play like a. I would love to play the Commodore. Commodore's the dopest venue.
Yeah, they just did the Boots and Babes thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that's what it was. I saw it all over.
They do lots of like fundraisers though there, and like Canucks for Kids, I think, are there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'd love to just open up for somebody opening up for someone, you know, like, oh, it's cool. Cool. Yeah, double open, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you do a lot of outside events too. Even like we're gonna have her on later on, but the one that was like hosted with Lords of Gastown.
Who's
in
that?
The summertime. Was it Lords of Gastown?
Was that their
yeah. We played for Lords lots. Yeah, we're super tight with them.
They had like an outdoor event with all the bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
That looked sick.
Yeah, we go to those. Yeah, I go on lots of the rides and stuff. So
we got a really cool outdoor gazebo bar.
Actually, yeah, shout them out. We played. They helped us out a lot. We played a lot of shows for them.
Yeah. No, they're really good guys.
In the summertime, yeah, I'd see all the stories and stuff, and I was like, "Is there a festival going on?" And like,
no, they just own a little ranch, and I don't know, just invite a bunch of markets and food trucks and vendors and all that.
They definitely made the coolest outdoor bar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had the dope bar, the
big gazebo, kind of like the Walnut Grove gazebos back in the day. Big, and then like they got the TVs rolling in there.
Oh, dope.
They got the car hood right by the DJ booth kind of thing.
Yeah, go there. Yeah. It's just a bunch of guys doing burnouts on their Harleys and and
that's what I mean.
Girls washing bikes and cars. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
That was funny.
We're at the event center here on Monday for Family Day for the Giants.
Are you going to be playing with the Giants more often? Because I see them.
Well, maybe. Well, we just did that Warriors thing, and then so Karen Lee Batten, she has like an entertainment company, and so she helped us out. She got us on with the Warriors, and now she's helping us out. She's got this entertainment company, and she hosts or has all these other shows that she can get us on. So she's got us on with this one. She'll be doing the anthem, and she'll be doing the post game, and then we do the pregame. So
yeah, and I saw too today that post about the Stampede or the rodeo.
That's the Langley Rodeo. So I think last year was their second or third year. Anyways, that's coming back September long.
That's the Brookswood one, right?
Yeah, it's in Brookswood. So I think we're probably playing. We're probably going to be playing that.
Dope. Yeah, no, we had Ed on here, and he talks about like that's like a huge event for him because like people are camped out and they remember to go back to him because he's like the guy, you know. Yeah. So he goes back. He has a bunch of people that come in from the States, from other, usually the States, but other provinces. And
oh yeah, it's big. Yeah, it's a big rodeo. The guys from Texas and guys from the South there last year.
Yeah, it's only one of the only like what seems to be untouched rodeos because the rodeo in Cloverdale is not really like rodeo anymore.
When's the last time you saw something rodeo at the rodeo?
Yeah. The only thing I go there is for the saloon, realistically.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think I've been to an event at the rodeo in Cloverdale.
I would like to, but
dude, it's so busy. It's insane. Yeah. And then like they have the stadium in the back, right? But if you don't book like before the weekend, like it's already booked solid, so you can't even get in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they took away a lot of the events there because obviously like protesters and everything like that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know too much about, so I'm not going to talk about it. Did you guys play music at all throughout your life, or you just kind of got into it?
Dabbled. My dad is a producer.
Oh, cool.
But I did anything I could be to not be like my dad.
So you did the opposite. You're
quite
like,
some time. But yeah, no. I just saw he had guitars at his place, and I knew how to do a little bit. So
you find you pick it up pretty quick? Because like that's a skill on its own.
Yeah, he picks it up quick. Yeah,
I guess.
Because like I've even tried learning. My brother though, like night and day. Like he'll pick up any instrument. He'll play a couple notes and then he'll be like, "Oh, boom, 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 boom." I'm like, "The fuck? Like, how do you even think about that?" But yeah, there's different people who are skilled with that.
Well, I feel like me and Benny have always kind of just had like a little standard with ourselves where it's just like, no, we just expect better out of each other, and then it's like you don't even realize how much better you're getting quicker. Because like there's practices where you want to do a new song, and I'm like, damn, I'm not prepared to do this new
Yeah,
song.
I just like make him learn something on the spot.
I'm like, all right.
I'm sure you can figure it out. We're just gonna do it.
And
he's a quick learner though. His dad's like a crazy guitar player. You can see he's just kind of like the same person almost.
He's like, I don't want to be, but I am.
Yeah.
He's an all right guy.
That's a funny thing about growing up. Hey, you get to an age. I think we're around that age where, like, you look at your parents, you're like, damn, like they put in work, you know. And we growing up as like teenagers, probably. I don't know about you. I didn't treat my parents like crap, but I kind of pushed them away a little bit.
We're all little shit disturbers.
Yeah. So then you get to that age, you're like, wow. You guys are good people.
Well,
Thank you.
You were telling me good things.
And now I have my own, and I'm like, she's like 2 years old, and I just already have flashes in my head of like everything I'm doing. But then later on, she's gonna be like, "Go away," And it's like, damn, that's heartless of me to do to my parents,
Yeah. Slam the door. I hate you.
Yeah, good old teenage years. But aside from, play music, and you guys both, what do you do for a living? 'Cause I know you were saying you were on the entertainment already, right?
Yeah, I do stunt work in the film industry, so
This is badass.
yeah, it's a good job. So I can do that in music. It's
Until
pretty nice
you hurt
living.
yourself, though. No,
I've been good so far. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I do industrial supplies during the day. And shout out Wells Industrial. But yeah, no,
Get them to sponsor you guys.
Yeah, we do. But we're right by like where Poco Military was, right down that way, and safety, abrasives, stuff like that. Anything you need, like honestly, feel like we're pretty much a middleman kind of thing. Like people come to us, ask for stuff, and then I go get it, and then that's about it.
So shout out, new sponsor, the Whiskey Blind. Why not, man? Like that's
actually my boss was the drummer on our first song we ever recorded.
Oh, no way.
Actually, yeah, he was.
He was.
Because that's what I find, right? Even with doing this, is like there's so many businesses around us that have helped and supported you, and they want to see you succeed. And it's like, why don't you just bring them up with you, right? Because that's the opportunity you have when you start getting more recognition, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I love that. Like that's what I've done so far. Is like the podcast isn't huge, but like I have people reaching out to me all the time, and I'm like, I gotta get my boys on first. I gotta get my friends. So I've had a ton of friends on here where I'm just like, hey, let's do it.
Yeah, that's a nice setup. For sure. Yeah, thanks for having us out.
Yeah, no, we've talked about it for how long?
Yeah, it's been a little
You're just
while.
like,
I never thought I could do something like this.
You're just like, I don't know if I could interview well. I'm like, dude, we're going to have beers and just talk about whatever.
It's not so bad.
Yeah, it's not even like
not so
scripted.
It's not so bad.
That song just hit me.
So this room's fully dedicated to you guys. Do you?
No. This is a building, obviously in Langley, that does a bunch of different things, but this is one of the, I guess, amenities, right, that this building has. So, like, if people want to record a podcast, they can do it here, right? And they do like the whole editing. We got our producer Dan behind the scenes. Shout out Dan.
Shout out Dan. I can't see your face right now. But.
That's what producers do.
Does he have his own camera?
No. We brought that up multiple times.
I got a mic though, so I can contribute on mic.
Because sometimes he has some pretty funny stuff to chime in with, and I'm like, dude, we gotta get this on.
Do you have a mic over there?
Oh yeah, feel free.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of like what is it, like a Seth Rogen, like
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's like Jamie.
Oh yeah, it's like when he calls him out, he's just like, "Hey, look us up."
Yeah, Jamie, pull up the video. Let's go.
Everybody wants a Jamie.
Yeah. No, he's been great. He's been great because he's kind of like a third party, isn't involved, and it's like he can tell me behind the scenes like, hey, maybe don't do that anymore, or maybe keep trying this stuff like this, So yeah, that's been great to have, because otherwise you're just shooting it by yourself and you're like, oh,
yep,
just biased. Oh, it's going great. In reality, it's
yeah, you should do like a little thing like the Bus and the Boys do. Like before every show, they have even the guys back there sitting at the table, and they all do like their own little chat before.
I've seen that. I've seen that with like Full Send one too that I watch because it's kind of like
Yeah,
that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Um,
get them involved, but from
but
over here.
those run long, right? Those are like what?
Yeah, it's like a little prequel.
2 hour, 2
I
hours,
shouldn't say
yeah.
prequel. That's the wrong word.
Just
But yeah,
not much, yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
It eases you into the conversation because, like, realistically, people have conversations before they hit the mic.
Yeah.
And it's more casual.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, we're recording? All right. Now it's like, damn, pressure's on. So it's a little bit more fluent when you have those convos.
Mhm.
But yeah. So, I mean, I have a bunch of questions here, but the beer's starting to kick in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
The lack of breakfast and the beer, the breakfast beer. Have you ever been to Dead Frog?
I don't think I have. No, I've had lots of their. I bought from the liquor stores before, but
Lords of Gastow. Remember when they had all their events at Harley?
oh yeah,
So
That's actually genius.
they're all doing their event at Harley. So I gotta go get some beer.
Yeah.
Right in the other end of the parking lot. Boom, there's Dead Frog. So I would go in and just pick up the 4-packs over there.
Yeah, that
I haven't sat in there.
they have they done those events again, or did they just do it that one summer, or was that last?
they
summer?
were doing it for several summers, and then I think it became a bit of an issue. So I don't know.
It was rowdy.
Yeah, it got a little rowdy. So
like it was like was it every weekend or every like once a month?
every
or something?
Tuesday is like Taco Tuesday, so they'd meet there. It's just a lot of guys doing like burnouts, and I don't know. The cops are just being cops. That was the main issue.
But like they were doing it in a safe environment, as safe as you can make it.
Oh,
because
probably. Oh, yeah.
They had like the cylinder block, so like realistically,
It's all legal. The cops are just when every time, just because I'm a biker, whoever's a biker, cops just have this stick in their ass.
Do you get pulled over? Or
Oh yeah, yeah. Just yeah. I don't know. All of a sudden, if you're a biker, you're
you just got to have
piece of shit or
whiskey
something.
blind all over you like that truck. And
Yeah,
then you're gonna be like,
that's
oh,
that's
well, that
yeah,
probably
like,
doesn't help.
I do have a little sticker on my
You're a
bike
biker.
too. Yeah, I don't know.
With the whiskey blind sticker, though, do you think that gets attention from the cops?
We get
Like,
a
oh,
lot
he's-
of attention for those.
I don't know. I've actually only in my truck. I've only been pulled over once. I don't know if that was because of it or whatever, but no, I haven't had an issue because of that.
'Cause the tire
I drive
poke?
like a grandma in my truck though. Like I got a pretty. Everyone kind of knows what my truck looks like, and I don't want to get keyed in a parking lot if I cut someone off or whatever. So
yeah.
I drive like a
No,
grandma.
I see your
Yeah.
truck everywhere.
I
That's
got
funny.
yeah. I don't drive like an asshole on my truck in my truck.
And then that's funny that one.
Save for the bike.
Yeah, it's one that one time I saw you too with your bike too. Just randomly, I'm like, I see this Jack guy on his bike. I'm just like, oh, this guy's gonna stare me down. I look at him like, oh, that's Ben. What's up?
Yeah, no.
I don't know if he recognized me right away, but afterwards he's like, hey, what's
Oh,
up?
yeah, I
And you like
remember that.
revved it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, we're cool.
Yeah.
He's got my back if anything goes down.
Oh yeah, no. Good.
That's funny. I was going to tell you something about that. So, I have a buddy. Actually, I think even Dan might know of him, but he's local and he's a singer. And he had a banger song. And he, like, it did well.
Mhm.
And it was kind of folky, right? And I was like, dude, this is like edge of country, kind of goes into pop. But he was just kind of like, let it be. And he showed it to me. I'm like, this is really good. So I reached out to Jackson Hawks.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, you got to listen to this song. I think it was around COVID time. And he's like, this is awesome. You know, get him to reach out to me, blah, blah, blah. He wanted to play it. He's like, this is right up our alley. This is a local guy. It's like this type of, genre. And like, the miscommunication happened between them somewhere where like he didn't get him whatever he needed, and then it just kind of fell apart. But I'm like, dude, that's all you need, really. Get in touch with like the right people on the radio.
Yeah, I've talked to Jackson Hawks lots, and I've tried to get on JR, and still waiting to get on JR. So
Have you chat with him in
Oh,
person?
Our Roxy shows
every
are the
time we play
funniest.
the Roxy, he's the DJ. So yeah,
Oh,
I've
okay.
met him many times, and yeah, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. Maybe at some point he'll play us.
How do you find the Roxy?
It's a nice venue. It's a nice, really nice stage. We get our own sound guy. It sounds really good. And then you don't have to bring like when we start this band, it's a lot of these places we play. They want you to bring your own crowd, and then you just go down there, and they come to you, and it's
Right.
I don't know. It's just it's a fun night. It's not like a big money night for us or anything, but it's always fun going down there. They treat us well, and they advertise us, and
It'd be nice to
Yeah.
that later slot.
yeah.
What time do you just play there?
We play at the beginning of the night, so it depends on the night. Like we play from like 8:30 to 9:30 or 10, and then the house band takes it. But like that's what the band gets some money from, like the door, like the cover charge or whatever. So I guess they want that money more, and so they just give us an earlier slot. But I don't know, when we played after the Super Bowl last year, so they was packed.
That was a good game.
But like our last time playing there, it wasn't too busy yet.
Yeah, being in the music industry when I was in the club show grind that I did for a little while there.
Yeah.
That's when we went downtown a few times.
Yeah.
So like I understood that you have to bring your own crowd, and that's the unfortunate side of like promoters is they push that a lot.
Mhm.
Because for them, it's like they want to book people who can, have exposure online and all that. So now, I mean, like for anything, I feel like you have to have some sort of following online to get notoriety, kind of like what you've had though now.
Well, it really helps around here. We have like a lot of friends that are helping us out so much. Like around here, if we play any shows in Langley or whatever, we can pack an entire bar. But it's harder to go out to like Vancouver and do that.
Yeah, that's good to have, man. That's
But that's just where like the better venues are. So now that we have Rusty's, it's gonna be great.
That's true. That's true. Okay, that's good. I'm planning on having 𝐏𝐸𝐴 on here too. We were supposed to have her before it opened, but she was a bit too busy, so she's gonna be on.
My favorite bartender from Gabby's.
It's so funny when that whole thing happened too, like because she went to the Clayton, and that's where I was going to a lot too, and then Langley 𝐏𝐴𝐧𝐞, which we'll also have on.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how
I don't even know who the dude is.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows who he is. So
I see it all the time.
I don't know if we're gonna put a bag over his head or something, but
Yeah, no, you should just make it like where they change the voice and
yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of that. So do something about that. But could we do that? You think? Like change one of the mics'
make it like
voices?
one of those anonymous documentary things.
Okay. And then like figure out some way to blur his face or something, or put the logo of like that face that he has,
and then make him like Darth Vader.
Yeah. And so we're gonna have on, but he posted like, "Where's 𝐏𝐸𝐴? She hasn't been at the Clayton in a while." And then all of a sudden, like everybody went to her page and they're like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Hey, big announcement, Rusty's." I'm like, "Dude, this is like some
night.
cool like online local." Like back and forth going on. So I gotta see if I can contribute somehow. So yeah, I'm gonna have both of them on. Haven't been to Rusty's yet though. Definitely on the list.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hear it's just because of their restaurant first, like food first, it's tough to have too many
I
people
heard that
in there.
last weekend when I went there, like how they were like that. They have to consider it food first.
Right. Yeah, I know. But I've heard too from bar owners.
Even though they took my bar chair away.
They took your
I was sitting at the bar waiting for you.
Oh yeah.
They took my bar chair away.
They're like, you're not sitting at a table. You don't need this.
What?
Sorry. But I've spoken to a lot of like bar owners and like bouncers, and they're like, we'll try it. And it's like, if we have different spaces to put people, if somebody comes through the door, we'll just funnel them there until the police leaves, because then otherwise they get fined, and it's ridiculous. But realistically, it all comes down to like complaints. So I think Rusty's is in a good place where you're not going to get too much residential complaints. Whereas,
it's a pretty big open parking lot right there.
Nice spot for a parking lot party.
And it's not like what's that like doctor type shop right beside? They're not even going to be open to deal with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, true. Exactly. As long as nobody starts breaking windows and stuff, which,
yeah, I think it's a decent place.
So, who is your like inspiration in country? Who are you guys? You said Brooks and
Alan Jackson's the king of country.
Yeah, he's like my favorite. Yeah, our music isn't quite the same, but I don't know. I'd say Riley Green has been like a big inspiration for me the past 5 or 6 years. So
Brooks and Dunn's pretty big up there too.
Yeah.
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 That's good old like backcountry.
That's all
music.
90s
Yeah.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's country.
Yeah. Some of our songs our next two songs are a lot more country than the last one. I grew up with a lot of rock though too. Like my brothers love heavy metal and stuff. So that's why we're a bit rockin' and country. So I don't know. I love Jason Aldean too. So I don't know.
Yeah, when you go that
inspiration there.
rock route though, it's nice to have a few of those songs because like that's when you know if I find a lot of the country singers now are getting a little bit too soft, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, I'm
like Luke Bryan style.
Yeah. For sure. And I don't know, I want to be me. Like, yeah, I want to be my style. I want to do what I want to do. And yeah, as much as I love Alan Jackson or whatever, Brooks and Dunn, like I'm not a cowboy. I'm not gonna pretend to be somebody I'm not.
You guys are good old
I'm not
Langley, Gabby's.
as long as they're not all this pop bullshit going on nowadays. Like I'll add some rock in, but I want to do what I want to
We're
do.
Grove kids.
Grove.
Grove,
I want to grow.
Grove.
Yeah.
Straight from you went to Walnut Grove too?
I went to want to grow, yeah.
I went to LSS, but I lived in Walnut Grove while going to LSS.
Mm.
Like, I went to Dorothy Peacock for the elementary school.
Oh yeah, that counts.
Yeah, it counts.
Elementary.
I had my first week in grade 8 at Walnut Grove, and then I got into Stafford because I was playing football.
Oh yeah.
So I was trying to go play for the schools to go do that, but I was always a Walnut Grove kid.
I was gonna go to Stafford. I think we were the same year. Were you like 12 or?
I'm 2013.
Okay. Around the
Yeah,
same time.
so it was the first year they became a middle school. But then I didn't realize what catchment areas were and all that.
Yeah, with football too, they kind of are sports more strict.
They get all butthurt about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Mountain, but I wanted to go to Walnut Grove, so
Yeah,
changed our
Walnut
address.
Grove was Well,
Hey,
Brookswood
you changed the address,
rivals.
Yeah, I had to.
Hey, that's not a. Don't share those secrets. That's what people do, though. All you got to do. Never mind.
So I did to get American Netflix back.
Yeah,
Change my IP address.
this VPN. Yeah, there you go. What's it called? Yeah, no, Stafford. I was supposed to go to Stafford because I went to Simon's Elementary, right? And then Stafford, they switched it to a middle school, and everybody flooded LSS, and LSS became, for what I heard, those years. And I had somebody on. There was just mayhem. Those are those years where they had the lockdown.
I loved it.
Lockdown years.
Oh yeah, so I skipped
guns.
that block.
Fake guns.
I skipped that block. I come back to the school, and the
Bombs.
SWAT team was all there.
Yeah.
And the news reporters were trying to ask me like, "Oh, how do you feel about this?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I was just getting the subway." And then I came.
Skip the next couple of days now.
Yeah, no, that was.
Yeah,
crazy. We had this crazy orange smoke bomb that somebody threw in the cafeteria one time. It was pretty wild. Like,
I haven't heard of anything crazy happening in schools like that, other than obviously in the States.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm not in tune. But our school too had it was like a planned smoke bomb. They lit them in two different bathrooms on the other end of the schools, and they smoked out these two corners of the school. Everyone had to leave till the smoke cleared. And it's like, why? Like, why'd you do that? But like, I didn't do this, but my grad class did this. They climbed the flagpole with a Canadian flag on it, and they put a Confederate flag up there. Yeah. And I mean, we were in high school. It was all like, good fun. It wasn't like anything super serious. But yeah, no. Let's just say like the principal is not too fond of it. Yeah. So nobody told who it was, but yeah, it was Brookswood is a good time. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no.
But speaking of, you were saying like you want to be you. I feel like, Langley is one of those places where, and we talked about this in like the last one too. It's like everyone got a little bit of country in them, but it's not like the showy country because nobody thinks they're Maple Ridge, but
yeah, I can just kind of be me. Yeah, I'm not a cowboy, but I got a decent amount of redneck in me, so I can throw my own spin on things.
Shades on.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to the beard?
I had to cut it for work.
Oh.
It's stunt leveling, so
right.
Yeah, I had hair down to here, and got
That's
beard
why I
a
like
few
didn't
weeks
even,
ago.
didn't
Yeah,
even
no.
recognize you when you came in.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, my style is always kind of changing that way, I guess. So.
Yeah, that's true. You won't have like a signature style, but then also people won't like forget who you are, because that's what I find. You have like too much of a signature style, and you change. And one, like I had a guy who I'd talked to before, only wearing like my dress attire, like fully suited up, and then I went to him like super casual, and he's like didn't even recognize me. I'm like, oh, all right. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I had like the Clark Kent costume going on.
Well, that's my big thing.
Yeah.
I grow my hair the hell out, and then like I'll just bring it right down. And then nobody recognizes because you just let it get so bushed out and big.
Yeah, it's tough to hear. I can't stick with the same thing for a long period of time.
Yeah, I just grow it out till work gets it and can get me work. Or I like having a beard. And
I've seen you do some stuff actually about what you're talking about with like the stunt. You've done some pretty big shows, no?
Mostly TV series come through Vancouver, but yeah, I've done like Deadpool and the Sonic movies.
What's the craziest stunt you've done?
I'm not crazy. I've crashed a couple cars, been lit on fire and stuff, but it's just like big hits. I just do like big hits. I just like jump off like an apple box flat onto my back, or I get ratcheted into a wall or something. But
my favorite video is you on the string, and you're running and everyone's saying you're running too hard.
Oh, the dead man, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm literally like half my gigs are just like, it's called a Home Alone. You know, in Home Alone, the bad guys like slip on the marbles and stuff.
Yeah.
Like half my stunts are that. I don't know. That or getting shot and it's like falling down. But yeah, every now and then you get lucky to drive a motorcycle, or I done a lot of helicopter work, which was cool on a show back a few years ago. Jumping out of those and fast roping, and I don't know. Just spin some cars around.
By one of those like bags.
Squibs?
Like, is that what they call them?
Squib hits? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How does that feel?
Is it like bean bags?
Yeah.
No, it's just like a blood pocket in you that if the
No. Like I'm talking the beanbag type thing, like what we.
They don't actually.
Oh, you don't actually have to get shot with it. No, you don't.
I'm wondering, like, have you ever?
I've been tasered, but I haven't been shot.
I was wondering, like, because like in Jackass, like when he's up there and like they're shooting, it's like
that's not how we do that. No,
one of those baggies. You ever got hit by one?
You just fake that.
No, you don't have to actually shoot somebody.
No, I'm wondering, have you?
But you don't have to shoot somebody, but you got to get tased for some reason. Can you fake a tase?
No. Oh no, I got tased outside of work. No,
that was personal.
No, squib hits are just like these little blood packets that blow up and you react to them on film. That's
The tasing was personal.
That's funny. I was like leading up to this one. Like, there's no way you got.
No, that wasn't for work.
Yeah, those suck. Yeah,
that's funny.
Good guy.
Worth it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
So
cry a little.
Yeah.
Was that? Can you talk about it?
No, I can't.
You wanna?
Yeah, I don't want to go with that.
Okay. No worries. We'll keep that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That made it so much more funny with your laugh, though, eh? You're that guy.
My bad.
You're that guy.
Yeah,
my bad.
He's got a good laugh.
Yeah, great one.
That's always the best, right? When you have somebody in your group who's like, just makes the time way better.
Better than my vocals.
Yeah.
You haven't sang in anything?
I did background for the boys.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
You thought it was a sample from a singer.
It wasn't pretty.
Get some harmonizing, yeah.
A little auto-tune.
We'll get him. He's getting better. He might harmonize it. He might start
I've been
harmonizing.
doing a lot of karaoke for practice.
Ah, that's where you were last night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Shout out the Dodger. Yeah.
The good old drive-through Dodger.
Yeah.
I've actually never been there for like pool and stuff. Like
They don't
only
have a
been
pool
there.
table anymore.
Oh, okay. Too many fights.
Got rid of them in COVID.
Oh,
Yeah, it's too dangerous, apparently.
too dangerous. Spreading the
Quite the disease.
Apparently. Yeah.
touching too many balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that drive-through, that's like a signature for Brookswood. Because they had another drive-through liquor store there, I think, too, right?
The only other drive-through liquor store I know
The
of
Port
is
Kells
at
one.
Jimmy Mack's.
Yeah, Port Kells, yeah. Yeah, that's genius.
Where's Jude works at?
Yeah, I saw him again. Yeah. I saw him before our private event the other day.
He played a little guitar with us before.
Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of the music, like producing wise, who does that?
We're with a guy named Anthony Fiddler now.
Okay.
So he's
and before that, though, that was just you guys?
we're with RJ's dad, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was personal.
Yeah, when you get to that, you're like, okay, now you can't. Now it makes it really close and personal with the arguments about.
Yeah, he was really good. It was just the area, and we were just had a target point that we were trying to get to.
Right. Well, at that point, it's not even personal. It's just like, hey, if you have somebody like you're working with that has a track record with that genre of music too.
Well, he's won best country producer several times.
There you go.
And he RJ's dad's great. He's just more like a rock guy.
Right.
So
it'd be cool to have everybody share a bit about their experience. But that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Shout out his band, The Heels.
The Heels. Yeah, so his wife's in a band called The Heels, and they just moved to Nashville, so they're doing pretty good.
Who's it?
Our producer's wife is in a band called The Heels.
Who's he worked with though? Your producer.
I think he's with Aaron Burchett a lot. I don't know.
He just did that song with JoJo Mason.
Oh yeah, JoJo Mason, Aaron
Burchett. That
Burchett.
song with,
so he's a local guy.
He's worked with 604 a lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Now he lives in Seashell.
Mm-hmm.
So
he just went down to Nashville.
Yeah, he moved to Nashville, but he's also in Seashell. So.
Yeah, because Aaron Burchett's from around here. No?
Yeah.
He lives in Nanaimo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I've seen Chad Brownlee a few times.
That's another thing Anthony's bringing up. Chad Brownlee's living out in like Seashell area or something like that.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, that's what he told us when we were over there.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Like, yeah, I know. Right down the road.
That's like our Mexico then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in the States, they all go down to Mexico.
We all go to Seashell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sweet over there.
Get some of those sinkholes in you.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Well, I mean, we're coming up on the end here. Is there anything that you guys want to plug for like what you're working on or anything like that?
No, I don't know. We have a new single coming out. We're just waiting on the artwork, and then I'm getting a new single. We're gonna try and get on the radio again. It's more of a love song, but it's pretty country and stuff. But I don't know. Sometimes you gotta do the songs girls
like. Exactly where you want to be
That's
first.
exactly where I'm wanting to be. So it's a love song, and then before the summer we got a more hype party song.
Summer anthems.
Yeah,
those are always fun.
Called "Dog Out of Me." So,
okay.
Yeah, so you got a couple more stoked to release, and then we're planning on being pretty busy this summer.
Sweet. And then, so where can people find you?
You can follow, tag us, Instagram at Whiskey Blind Country, and then Facebook. Even got TikTok, which I pay almost no attention to.
TikTok's just like sharing what you put on.
I hate TikTok. Yeah,
TikTok's just like
I didn't
posts
follow
what
the
you put
band
on.
back.
Sorry.
You don't want to do any dancing to your country songs?
we're
what
not
do you
that style.
mean?
No,
that's
I don't
how
like
you
being
make it
on camera. Really.
I know some guys that do that. And
Yeah.
Is there?
I'm not a big.
No, I don't want to be one of those TikTok artists that.
I've seen a guy who's a TikToker, like big TikToker, and then he started doing country stuff.
Who was that? That's who just opened Bailey Zimmerman.
Yeah.
That's how he got big.
Oh, crazy!
Was doing that.
He's
and
good.
Same with Luke Combs.
That's how Zach Bryan got big too.
Luke Combs did it through
Zach Bryan
Vine.
did it
though.
through YouTube, I think.
Luke Bryan did through Vine.
No. Luke Combs did it through Vine.
Oh, crazy!
Those 6-second freaking videos.
Yeah, the good old days. I liked Vine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. So there's a different take on it, right? So you don't have to do the dancing.
Yeah, I'm not so much more about that. Yeah, just I don't
You
know.
wanna dance?
Come to our shows. We put on a really good live show, and we get the people going, and
We get the people going.
get them going. And I don't know, we're still
Kanye.
a little more real that way. I don't know. Come to a show, and it's a good time. And
It's definitely a good
Rock
time.
it out.
yeah.
Sweet. Well, yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you guys have any questions for us, comment them in the comment section or reach out to them directly. If you don't already, follow us, subscribe, hit that like Ben said, give us a rating on Spotify because we're on Spotify now. And we make videos like this every single week. So tune in.
Thanks a lot for having us, man.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
It's fun, yeah.
Catch you guys on the next one.
All right.